Fire Sport like to report by order winner to keeper ranking people.
You can sit there. And a very good evening, hockey fans, and welcome to the Exchange Arena in Little Falls, where tonight it is girls high school hockey as the Brainerd Little Falls Warriors take on the Alexandria Cardinals. Hello everyone, James Hershey with you. Glad to be with you once again. And a very good afternoon, very good evening, hockey fans, and welcome to the Exchange Arena in Little Falls. We'll try this for a second time, as tonight it is girls high school hockey here on Q92 and also streaming online at fallsradio.com and on Flyer Media Productions. on Channel 181 and YouTube, where tonight the Brainerd Little Falls Warriors take on the Alexandria Cardinals. Hello, everyone. James Hershey with you. Glad to be with you once again for Warrior Girls Hockey right here on Q92. And also, as I mentioned, streaming on Flyer Media Productions tonight. Let's talk about these two teams. First of all, for Brainerd Little Falls, they come in with a record of 7 wins, 2 losses, and a tie, and they're ranked 10th currently in Class AA. They just finished up a win the other night on Tuesday night against a North Wright County team, which is a very good team, won by a score of 4-2, and then also had a weekend road trip up to Warroad and Roseau, where they split. They beat Roseau, which is their section opponent. They beat them 4-2 and lost to the Warroad Warriors by a score of 4-2. On the other side, for the Alexandria Cardinals, they come with a record of 5-7 on the year. They are ranked 11th in the state, that in Class A. The Cardinals and the Warriors did play once earlier this year, as it was the Brainerd Little Falls Warriors defeating the Alexandria Cardinals by a score of 6-0. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we will talk with the head coach of the Brainerd Little Falls Warriors, that being Jim Ernster. We'll do it after this timeout. You're listening to Warrior Hockey right here on Q92 and also streaming online at fallsradio.com.
At CHI St. Gabriel's Health.
Welcome back to the pregame show. I'm now joining the head hockey coach of the Brainerd Little Falls girls hockey team, that being Jim Ernster, and our interview is being brought to you by Peterson Body Shop, your best decision after collision meet. And Coach, a big weekend last weekend. You traveled up to Roseau and Warroad and had a split up there, but I think you're pretty pleased with that, especially with the win against the section team in Roseau.
Yeah, we knew going into that weekend that coming out of it, we would kind of have a better idea of who we were and kind of how we stacked up. And we competed well on Friday night against Roseau, and the girls played hard for 3 periods. And, I think overall we controlled a little bit the pace and the flow of the game. And so we felt really good about that win. Warroad, I tell you what, they've got a lot of depth up there. And they're beating everyone right now. They're number 1 on the Class A side, and you can tell why. Their goaltender is really solid. She doesn't give you any second chances. So, quite honestly, we felt good about scoring 2 against her because she had been rolling. I think they had hit like 6 shutouts in a row. So, going up to those places, whether it's up there to those places or to the Twin Cities area, you just kind of get a better idea, and you feel good about coming out of the split for sure.
Of course, then your week doesn't end there. You have right on Tuesday another big section game against North Wright County. At least this year it was on your home ice, and you come up with a very impressive 4-2 win.
Yeah, North Wright County, through their youth association the last few years, has been up and coming on the girls' side. And so we've known, even last year when we played down there, that they were going to give us a good battle, and we knew that coming in. They've got one line that's scored, I think, 40 of the 67 goals that they've had. And so we knew it was going to be key to shut them down, and we didn't do a very good job of that. I think they accounted for both of their goals. But credit to the girls. They were down 2-1 going in the third, ended up getting 3 in the third. And, that type of thing kind of sticks with a team. This is the second time that we've come back against North Wright County, and that kind of creeps into their mindset. And we see them again in the Edina tournament next week, so we're hoping to take advantage of, maybe we planted a little seed of doubt for them.
Obviously, wins are important, but they're very important when they're section games because obviously coming up here in February when you seed, you can say you beat that team, so it gets you a higher seed and a better position.
Yeah, for sure. And, the other thing we like is matchups, and that's the one thing we wanted to do on Tuesday is try and have Gabby Smith and Shai and Ella Cloushy out there against their number one line because you have 3 girls that are really quick and 3 girls that are really good defensively, And so being that high seed gives you the last change and affords you that possibility.
One thing I've noticed in the stats from the last time I saw you guys against Moorhead is the play of Lindsay Booth. Boy, she has really excelled in the last couple of weeks.
She has, and it's just a credit to her and kind of her maturity both as a person and as a player. You started to see it, I started to see it with Lindsay a couple summers ago, just, simple things that only coaches notice is her picking up pucks or her, getting cones ready for drills and that type of thing. That just kind of shows you a little bit of maturity, but then it transcends into their actual game, and she's become a really good two-way player. And scoring is as much a mental act as it is a physical act, and Lindsay has this uncanny knack of just having this quiet mind around the goal, and if the goalie's down, she's got the composure to pull it to her backhand or pull it to her forehand and go top shelf, whereas a lot of kids, they'll just shoot it right back into the chest of the goalie, and that ends the play. Lindsay's kind of mastered that, and it's just a credit to her as a player.
10 games into the season, 7-2-1 on the year. I guess if you had to grade the team right now where they're at, what kind of grade would you give them?
I would say probably about a B+. There's still some things that we really need to clean up. One of the biggest things is just consistency in all 3 zones for 51 minutes. We'll see really good glimpses where we're good on back checking, but then we'll get into the defensive zone and, we'll kind of lose our placement a little bit with our wings in the defensive zone. And then offensively, we're kind of stumbling a little bit on our offensive zone rushes. Coming into the zone, we got our forwards setting their feet a little bit too much as opposed to using their speed, and we want those girls driving hard, especially that middle lane, to the net so that we get more rebounds and more opportunities at those rebounds. So, it's about cleaning that stuff up because ultimately at the end of the year, when you want to be playing well, it's those little things that make a difference. And it's, you're playing good teams at that time of year, and the pressure becomes, a little bit more apparent, and so you want it to be routine. You don't want to have to sit there and reinforce those things come the end of January. You want to be taking care of them now.
How is the health of this girls' team? And for that matter, maybe just, obviously 10 games in, school's been going on, holidays are coming around. I guess, how's the mentality of the kids?
I think it's good, but at the same time, I think it'll be good to have some time away and some time away from school as well. These girls spend a lot of time together, which is both good and bad. I think we've got these 2 games, then we'll give them the weekend off. We'll skate Christmas Eve morning just as more of a fun scrimmage, and, we're going to go do some shopping for the women's shelter that we made some donations for, and just keep it light. And then we've got the Edina tournament, which is going to be a grind, and then we'll give them 4 days off after that. So mentally, I think we're fine. Physically, we've got a couple girls that have been a little sick, but, this is that time of year. Everyone's going to have that, and so you want those girls to take care of those things so that it doesn't, linger 2 weeks, 3 weeks, that type of thing. So overall, I'd say we're fine, but at the same time, I think it'll be good for the girls to have some time off as well.
All right, your opponent tonight is the Alexandria Cardinals. You beat them 6-0 earlier over on their home ice. You got them here at the Exchange Arena tonight. One of the two games you're going to play this year here in Little Falls.
Yeah, Alexandria, we know that Molly Arola is going to have them playing hard. They're going to be competing, and, like everything else, we need to match that effort level, and their program, they've got a culture of winning, and just like anything else, kind of like the Little Falls boys do here, even if your talent level isn't where it needs to be, and I think Alex kind of falls into that a little bit this year, they're just used to competing and they're used to winning, and so, that's a credit to those folks over in Alexandria.
All right, let's talk about keys to the game tonight, brought to you by Peterson Body Shop, your best decision after collision. What do the Warriors need to do tonight to beat the Cardinals?
One of the things we worked on yesterday in practice was movement of the puck. In the offensive zone, a lot of times we've been standing around waiting for our line mate to get us the puck, and yesterday we did some small area games where they had to move the puck and then, boom, they needed to make sure they're communicating. They needed to make sure they're working hard to get open because, it's easy to blame your line mate when they don't get you the puck, but at the same time, you got to say, what was I doing to give an angle so that they could get me the pass. So we want to make sure we're communicating in the offensive zone, and we want to make sure we're working hard to get open. In the defensive zone, we got to continue to do a better job of trying to utilize our center on the breakout. That's another thing we've really been trying to work on the last probably 4 or 5 practices, and if we can do that, that just helps us not only in games like tonight, but moving forward.
Coach, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year to you, the kids, and your family, and we'll see you in 2019. Good luck tonight.
Thank you. Appreciate the time.
Once again, our coach's interview has been brought to you by Peterson Body Shop. Our keys to the game have been brought to you by MillsAuto.com. That's the head coach of the Brainerd Little Falls Warriors. That is Jim Ernster. We'll take a break. When we come back, we're dropping the puck. Girls hockey coming up next here on FallsRadio.com and Q92. And welcome back once again to the Exchange Arena. James Hershey here on Q92 and also streaming online at FallsRadio.com. And you might be watching us on Flyer Media Productions channel 181 and also on YouTube. Brainerd Little Falls Warrior Girls Hockey tonight taking on the Alexandria Cardinals. Both teams are ranked in their respective classes. The Warriors are ranked 10th and the Cardinals are ranked 11th in Class A. Let's get a look at the starting lineups tonight. Here is Tim Brummer, the PA announcer.
Senior defenseman, number 13, Olivia Kopp. Junior defenseman, number 14, Maxon Toft. Senior forward, number 20, Alexis Heckert. Senior forward number 24, McKenna Elligson. And freshman forward number 28, Hanley Block. Head coach of the Cardinals, Molly Arola. The Alexandria Cardinals. And now, the starting lineup for your Brainerd Little Falls Warriors. Senior goaltender number 1, Olivia King. Sophomore defenseman number 6, Taylor Larson. Senior defenseman number 15, Mari Walensky. Junior forward number 18, Josie Kramer. Senior forward number 20, Abby Polkamp. And junior forward number 11, Lindsay Booth. Head coach of the Warriors, Mr. Jim Erdster.
That's a look at your starting lineups. When we come back, we will drop the puck. Alexandria, Brainerd Little Falls up next here on Q92 and fallsradio.com.
Behind every
All right, hockey fans, welcome back once again here to the Exchange Arena. Girls hockey tonight. Brainerd Little Falls taking on Alexandria. These two teams met in the second game of the regular season. That was back on November 19th in Alexandria. That score ended up being 6-0. There was no score in the first period. Brainerd scored 3 in the second and 3 more in the third for the 6-0 win. And on the stat sheet that night, Cheyenne Hebert led the way with 2 goals. Emma Booth, Gabby Smith, Lindsay Booth, and Emma Smith all had goals. All right, the puck is down. We're underway with high school hockey tonight right here on Q92 and also streaming online at fallsradio.com and on Flyer Media Productions, channel 181, and on YouTube. And this will be dumped into the Warrior bench. And we get a whistle and a stoppage of play just 16 seconds in to this one. Looking at the offense for the Warriors, here are the lines. It'll be Lindsay Booth at first line. She's centering it. On the right wing is Josie Kramer. On the left wing is Abby Polkamp. On line number 2 for the Warriors, that'll be centered by Gabby Smith. On the right wing is Cheyenne Hebert. And on the left wing is the Pierce native, Ella Kalushi. Warriors have it quickly down in the Cardinals zone. This is Booth in the corner. We talked about her in the pregame show as she's currently leading the team in scoring with 21 points. She's got 9 goals and 12 assists. Cardinals trying to clean it out of the zone, unable to do so on the first attempt. Picked up here now as the pass is down low. Is touched here briefly by Gabby Smith. And the Cardinals will clear it the length of the ice, and we'll get a quick icing call 52 seconds in. Once again tonight for our radio listeners and even on for TV, if the Warriors score on the power play tonight, you want to be caller number 3 at 632-2306. Once again, that is 632-2306. If the Warriors go on the power play and score a goal, you'll have a chance to win a pizza from the Pizza Ranch in Little Falls. There's a shot by Kalushi. Save is made there by the netminder, and that being Haley Bailey, as she's in net. On the other side for the Warriors is Olivia King. Puck picked up here by the Warriors. Back to the point now it comes. Shot taken there by Emma Booth. That one just wide. Held in at the right point here by Emma Smith. Trying to help out there is Kalushin. She'll play it down deeper into the corner. Going back to pick up the loose puck. This is tough for the Cardinals. She'll play it up to center ice. Intercepted there, however, by Lucy Peterson, the 8th grader, and then intercepted by the Cardinals, and they'll dump it down into the Warrior end. King goes back to pick up the loose puck there. Puck is to the side of the net now and finally comes out to the right point. Held in, however, there by Kopp for the Cardinals. She lost it back the other way. Here's a trip, and no penalty called there as Wiskow got tripped. That should have been a 2-minute penalty, and they missed that one. Played back to the Warrior end once again. Played up to center ice. And then we get a whistle and a stoppage of play here as the puck once again ends up in the Brainerd Little Falls bench. That third line for the Warriors tonight is centered by the 8th grader Lucy Peterson. On the one wing, you have Olivia Wiskow. On the other wing, you have Shaylee Strout. Lindsay Booth out there can't win the draw. Face off just outside the blue line of the Warriors. Puck picked up here now by Heckert. She'll get it across the line. Wrist shot taken there. That off the stick that time of Ellingson, and King makes the save. First save of the game for either team. 14:50 to go here in the first period. No score. And girls high school hockey tonight here on Q92 and also on Flyer Media Productions. Out at center ice, this is Abby Polkamp. We're going to chat with Abby Polkamp coming up in intermission number 2. In intermission number 1, we'll talk with the Little Falls native, Mari Walensky. Backhand shot, score by Polkamp. And it's a 1-0 lead for the Brainerd Little Falls Warriors, as Abby Polkamp has her 9th of the season. And that is goal number 46 in her career. And now I have her down for 95 points. You have to start watching the 100-point watch club for her. Also, Cheyenne Aber has 98 points. She's only 2 shy from 100 points.
Scored by number 20, Abby Polkamp. Time of the goal, 2 minutes, 30 seconds to the first.
So an unassisted goal for Polkamp. And it is a 1-0 lead in favor of the Warriors. Out to center ice. This is Gabby Smith. She'll come across the blue line. In the left wing side, now in the left corner. Still Smith with it. Tries to get some help back there by Aber. Aber now goes into that corner. Puck is intercepted by the Cardinals and is played up to center ice here by Anna Doherty. Doherty comes across the blue line now. The Warriors trying to put a shot on net. Never reached the net as it's steered aside there by Emma Booth. Booth tries to bring it up along the line. Now she has it once again. Booth will cycle it around on the near side. Get some help there from the defense. That's Jenna Neiman. Neiman will play it out to center ice. And back down to the Cardinal zone it goes. 13:38 to go here in the first. And Brainerd Little Falls leads 1-0 on the goal scored by Abby Polkamp, an even strength goal, her 9th of the season. Pass a little bit too hot to handle that time as Walensky got it down deep. They'll wave off the icing though. Puck now controlled here by the Cardinals. They'll try to get it out to center ice, and at least they skate it out to neutral ice before it's quickly picked up there by Emma Smith for the Warriors. Turned back by the Cardinals, and that gets through everyone. That should be icing, and it will be with 13:08 to go here in the first. And a 1-0 lead once again on the goal scored by Abby Polkamp, her 9th of the season. As you can tell, the voice is a little bit rasp, as I got hit with the, I guess, the head cold, we could say. So I will apologize for the, I guess, crackliness of the voice tonight. Hopefully we'll be better tomorrow night, as well boys hockey tomorrow night on Flyer Media Productions only, as the Little Falls Flyers will be taking on Cambridge And I'll have some help in that game as former Flyer Andrew Murad will be helping me out tomorrow night. Girls hockey tonight here on Q92 and also on Flyer Media Productions. Cardinals have it at their own blue line. They'll play it out to center ice. Touched here by Lindsey Booth. Booth back in her own end. She'll play it off the wall and out to neutral ice it comes. That's where it's picked up by Aubrey. She'll play it up on the right wing side there to Ellingson, and Ellingson will dump it in. King goes back, leaves it off there for the defense, that being Emma Booth. Emma Booth passes it over to Polkamp. She's the goal scorer so far. Trying to get it to Hebert. Puck is intercepted over there by Kopp. Kopp comes across the line and dumps it into the corner. First back there for the Warriors that time is Emma Smith. Smith gets it to Gabby Smith. Gabby Smith plays it out to center ice. And moving it ahead with it, trying to get there with Cheyenne Hebert, unable to do so. And take it right back. Here's Gabby Smith weaving her way around as she comes across the blue line on the left wing side. Goes to the left half wall. Bumped off the play there. Neiman gets in there on the play. Trying to keep it in is Gabby Smith. Now Neiman plays it a little bit deeper down in the Cardinal zone. That's where it's picked up by Olivia Kopp. She'll play it around the boards. On the stick here of Ari. She can't clear it out of the zone yet. Held in there by Ella Kalushi. Now down low to Hebert. Backhand attempt. That one just wide of the net. Good opportunity there for the Warriors. Neiman keeps it in at the left point. She'll send it around the boards. First to be touched there that time by Aubrey. Gets it out to center ice. And then picked up here by Jenna Neiman once again. Nearly had her pocket picked at center ice. Gets a little bit of help there, however. And it's dumped in deep by Lucy Peterson for the Warriors. Now it comes in at a tough angle there. It actually went off a skate of one of the Cardinals onto the netminder, Haley Bailey. And Bailey will make the save and hold on with 11:06 to go here in the first. And a 1-0 lead here for the Brainerd Little Falls Warriors. Numbers coming in for Ella King. For the Warriors, she's 7-2-1 on the year. Goals against of 1.9, a save percentage of 91.2%. Here's a shot that just goes wide of the target that time by Shaylee Stroh. Puck picked up here by Peterson now, trying to send it towards the net. Stroot goes into the corner briefly, and it taken away there by the Cardinals. Trying to play it around the boards and out to center. They get it. Finally out to neutral ice. Pops over the stick, however, there of Summer. And the Warriors will dump it right back in. The numbers for Haley Bailey coming in. She is 5-6 on the year. Has a 2.37 goals against and a save percentage of 89.5%. 10:20 to go here in the first. 1-0 lead for Brainerd Little Falls over the Cardinals. Girls hockey tonight here. Played along the boards in the right corner. Briefly touched there by the Warriors. Now controlled here by Aubrey. She'll play it around the boards. Touched there by Ellingson, and out to center ice it comes. Warriors pick up that loose puck. That is Emma Booth with it. Booth's pass too strong to handle there. That time for Josie Kramer. They'll go off on a change, and the Cardinals will play it at neutral ice. Picked up here now by the Cardinals at neutral ice. That's Allie Castle trying to send it into the Warrior zone. Instead, the Warriors dump it back down to the Cardinals zone. Picking it up there that time is Aubrey. She'll play it around the boards on the near side. Trying to center a pass out. Still down in the Cardinal zone. Kalushi goes hard into the boards there. She lost an edge. Has it in the corner right now. She's bumped off the puck there by Castle. Castle trying to clear it out of the zone. Castle now has it once again for a short time. Taken away there by Hebert. Hebert now goes behind the net of Bailey. To the right side. Quick shot now from the right point is coming in that time. There was Emma Smith. That shot goes wide. Picked right back up by the Warriors again. They'll play it in the corner. Now this is Gabby Smith with it. Gabby Smith plays it in that left circle. Intercepted over there by Oberg. Oberg can't clear the zone. Hebert now trying to set it down low. There's a chance there by Kalushi, and I believe Bailey got a piece of that one. It comes back out to center ice. 8:57 to go here in the first, and a 1-0 lead. Here's Kalushi once again moving in. Nice little move. She shoots to the backhand. She's pulled down, and a penalty coming up here on the excellent hustle and work by the Piers native, Ella Kalushi. So that'll be the first power play of the night for either team. And it's a Pizza Ranch power play. It's going to be a holding call. And it's going to go against McKenna Ari. She'll go to the box 2 minutes for holding. As I mentioned, a Pizza Ranch power play. If the Warriors score on the power play, you want to be caller number 3 tonight at 632-2306. That's if they score. We'll let you know. There's Abby Polkamp with it. The Warriors are 24.2% on the power play. They're 8 for 33. The penalty kill outstanding for Alexandria. They're 91.2%. 31 of 34 on the penalty kill. And they have scored one shorthanded goal, too, this year. Played all the way down the ice. King will play it back for the Warriors. Down to 8 minutes to go here in the first, and a 1-0 lead for Brainerd Little Falls on an even strength goal scored by Abby Polkamp. Played out to center ice. Hebert touches it, comes across the blue line. Right wing side, right circle. Now has that poked away there by Castle. Goes behind the net. This is Hebert once again trying to circle around, trying to center a pass out to Kalushi, unable to do so. Gabby Smith now gets it back to the point. Got it over to Emma Booth. Now to Emma Smith. Emma Smith sends it down low to Kalushi. Kalushi in the right corner. Back to the right point now, this time to Smith. Now over to Booth. Quick shot there by Booth. Save made there by Bailey. And Gabby Smith will grab it now in the left corner. Smith gives it off. Here's a quick shot taken there, and that one goes high and over the cage. Back to the point it comes now. Touch there by Emma Smith. She'll play it down to Gabby Smith in the right circle. Skates it out, and on the top of the right circle, goes into the slot area. Has the puck taken away from her, and the Cardinals will bring it back out to center ice, and will dump it down into the Warrior end. Just 18 seconds left on the Pizza Ranch power play. 7 minutes to go here in the first. And a 1-0 lead for Brainerd Little Falls over Alexandria in girls hockey tonight. At center ice now. Picked up here by Lindsay Booth. Booth will play it over to Josie Kramer on the right wing side. Kramer will dump it in. They'll chase after it. Penalty time has expired. We're back to 5-on-5 hockey. There's 6:40 to go here in period number 1. And the Warriors leading 1-0. Back to the point it comes. Quick shot taken there by Taylor Larson. That hit traffic in front, never reached the net. Booth now goes hard into the corner with one of the Alexandria Cardinal players. Alexandria comes out with it, at least on the right wing side. Can't clear it out of the zone as of yet. Intercepted here now by Lindsay Booth. Coming in now is Taylor Larson. She creeps into the right side, gives it off there to Polkamp. Low shot. Bailey makes the save and will hold on. And another face-off coming up here with 6:15 to go in the first. 1-0 is our score. Brainerd Little Falls leads. Shots on the board, 7-1 in favor of the Warriors. Face-off is down. Third line out there now for the Warriors. This is Stroop. Has it in the corner. Wiskow comes in there to play it back to the point. Puck too hot to handle, however, there by Emma Booth. And going all the way back will be Marnie Wilinski, which we will talk with in intermission number 1. Wilinski gives it off to Emma Booth. Emma Booth's pass out to Olivia Wiskow comes at least to center ice. And the Cardinals turn it back away. Now picked up here by Stroot. She'll dump it at least across the Cardinal line. And then the outlet pass too strong to handle for the Cardinals. It comes all the way back to the Warrior end. 5:35 to go here in the first. 1-0 is our score. Out at center ice. Here's Gabby Smith. She'll come across the blue and slap shot as she came across. Save made there by Bailey. Then turns that one into the corner. Here's Kalushi behind the net trying to catch up to the puck before it's taken away there by Kopp. She does for a short time. Smith in there to help out, that being Gabby. Intercepted over here by Kopp. She'll play it up to the line but not out of the zone as of yet. As that time it's Henley Block trying to knock it out of there for the Cardinals. Picked up here by Gabby Smith in the right corner. Centers a pass out the backhand attempt there as in the slot there was Cheyenne Hebert, and it just went off her tape and rolled into the corner. Gabby Smith steps in another play once again. Trying to clear it out of the zone of the Cardinals, and they finally at least get it out to neutral ice. Picked right up there by Hebert. She'll dump it right back in. Down to 4:45 to go here in the first, and a 1-0 lead. Here's Polkamp with the long goal shot there. Save made by Bailey. It might even went off her side of the mask possibly, and even maybe hit the iron too as it caromed off the mask. Still in the corner now here. This is Gabby Smith with it. Tries to get it back there to Taylor Larson, who's creeping in on the play. Now in the corner, it's taken here by Kramer. Tried to center a pass in front there to Booth. Goes over her stick. And the Cardinals bring it to the line, but not out. As Larson able to knock it once again down into the corner of the Cardinal end. Kramer now on the end wall, trying to get it back to Lindsay Booth, intercepted here, and out to center ice comes Doherty for the Cardinals. Doherty moves it ahead now. Doherty comes across the line, gets some help. King comes out, makes the save. Puck is bouncing up in the air, comes right down behind her, and the Warriors clean it out. as Casey Trosvig came in there with an opportunity there on a potential 2-on-1. Down to 3:45 to go here in the first, and a 1-0 lead for Brainerd Little Falls. Played all the way back in once again. Picked up here by Olivia King, and King got run into there by one of the Cardinal players. But they'll say no penalty whatsoever. Here's a shot on net to King. She has to make her second save of the game, and it's played out to center ice here by the Warriors. Dumped in by Lucy Peterson. They'll go off on a change, and Lucy was on the wrong side of the red line, and we get an icing call against the Warriors here. With 3:21 to go here in the first, 1-0 is our score. Shots are 8-2 in favor of the Warriors, and they also lead on the scoreboard, 1-0. Face off in the right circle. One here cleanly by Ella Kalushi. And Kalushi brings it out to center. Head of steam for Ellis, and bumped off the puck there by Castle. Castle has it now on the left wing side. Passes it up here now to Heckard. Heckard comes across the Warrior line. Quickly has that taken away. Back the other way. The penalty coming up here against the Cardinals once they touch it. King comes out. Quick shot by Hebert. Save is made. Hebert trying to get to that puck now as King has come onto the net. The sixth attacker is on. Booth is able to keep it in. Plays it now to Neiman. Neiman now to Booth. Lindsey Booth down low to Hebert. Hebert now being bottled up there in the corner and finally touched by the Cardinals. And the penalty coming up here with 2:38 to go in the first period. The second time the Cardinals will be shorthanded. There'll be a high sticking call coming up here. And it looks like going to the box will be Alexis Heckert. So Heckert to the box, 2 minutes for high sticking. Second penalty of the night against the Cardinals. Second time the Warriors have gone on the Pizza Ranch power play. If the Warriors score on the power play, you want to be calling number 3 as it's the Pizza Ranch power play at 632-2306. Face-off won by the Warriors. Lindsey Booth on the half wall. Lays it down to Josie Kramer. Kramer down low to make that Abby Polkamp. Polkamp sends it around the boards. Held in at the left point there by Emma Booth. Chasing after it is Josie Kramer. Kramer now with it. She'll play it off the end wall there to Lindsey Booth. Back to Kramer in the corner. Trying to pass it back to the point. This is Emma Smith with a shot knocked down by the Cardinals and cleared the length of the ice. 1:25 to go here on the Pizza Ranch power play. 2 minutes to go here in the first period of a 1-0 lead for Brainerd Little Falls. Warriors trying to dump it out to center ice. Picked up here now moving ahead. This is Abby Polkamp as she's kind of rubbed off on the play. Of course, in girls hockey, there is no checking, and that is actually a penalty if you check. They call it a body penalty, body checking call. But a good job there by the Cardinals, as I mentioned, just kind of rubbed Polkamp out of the play for a short time. Here's Gabby Smith now, low shot. Bailey makes the save. Rebound there, and that just shot wide by Cheyenne Hebert. Gabby Smith and Cheyenne Hebert both got futures in hockey, as Cheyenne Hebert is going to Union, and Gabby Smith will be going to Bemidji State. Out at center ice now. Picked up here by Ella Kalushi. Kalushi comes across the blue line. She'll go into the right corner with it. She'll put on the brakes there. Give it off there briefly to Gabby Smith, who has it now behind that. Centers it out to Hebert, who's camped in the slot. Under a minute to go here in the period. 20 seconds left on the power play. And a shot there from the top of the right circle onto the net. And Bailey makes the save and holds on. With 54.3 seconds to go here in the first. Still a 1-0 lead for Brainerd Little Falls over Alexandria. Don't forget, as we mentioned, coming up in intermission number 1 for our radio listeners, we'll get a chance to talk with the Little Falls native, Mari Walensky. That's coming up in intermission number 1. And we'll also take a look at the first period stats. Wiskow goes behind her own net. Tries to see if she maybe wanted to go to Peterson. Coming out of the box is Hecker. We're back to 5-on-5, 33 seconds left. Here's a chance now as the puck is behind briefly there, Bailey, and then it comes out in the paint. And then back out to center ice. Opportunity that time for the Warriors. So far, just one goal and an even strength goal scored by Abby Polkamp just a couple of minutes into the game. Down to the final 14 seconds of this one. Emma Booth back in her own end. Lost the puck. Lucy Peterson helping out there on the forecheck. There is Meg Shercliffe. And that'll do it. There's the horn, and the first period comes to an end. Shots on the board, 11-2 in favor of the Warriors, and they lead on the scoreboard 1-0. We'll take a break. We'll come back with more. You're listening to girls hockey action right here on Q92 and FallsRadio.com.
Hi, Tom Demo here from North Risk Partners Demo Insurance Agency.
And once again on Flyer Media Productions, Channel 181 and YouTube. After one period of play, our score, Brainerd Little Falls leading Alexandria 1-0. And most of the play has been down in the Cardinals zone. Shots in that period, as I mentioned, 11 shots for the Warriors and just 2 so far in period number 1 for the Alexandria Cardinals. We'll have a short intermission. We'll come back then in a little bit. We'll give you some stats, and we'll have the second period action here on Flyer Media Productions. Once again, after one period of play, our score, Brainerd Little Falls 1, Alexandria Cardinals 0. Senior, and I guess the first question I always like to ask, since it's the first time you and I have had a chance to do an interview, other than when we were on the ice celebrating a championship, why did you get into hockey?
I got into hockey because I was always growing up watching my older cousin play hockey, and I absolutely loved it. My mom said I would always go off by myself, and I would just watch the whole game, and I knew all the players on the team. And she said she didn't want me to do it, but she let me do it anyway.
So was that cousin in Little Falls, or who was that?
Yeah, my cousin is Luke Fafa. He went to state back in the day in the early 2000s when they went both years in a row.
I do remember Luke. I got to, his senior year, I guess I got to hang out with him a little bit, and I think he was on that line with Klasowski and Laird, if I remember right, at least his senior year. Is that right?
I think so. I don't really remember now, but okay. Yeah.
All right. Well, my memory's not that great, but still, anyway. The one thing that's really cool is you and I got a chance to talk last year up in Crookston when the team made it to the first time ever in state, not only for girls hockey, but even for Brainerd hockey, for Brainerd Little Falls. How special was that to be the first team ever to do that in Brainerd?
At first, I didn't really believe that it was happening, but then throughout the whole process, when we went to the Brainerd Pep Fest and the Little Falls Pep Fest, and then we drove through Pierce, it was so cool. I've been to state before, back in 6th grade, but it was nothing, absolutely nothing compared to playing on the X with some of the best friends I've ever had.
Talk about that in 6th grade, on what team you were on for that for state.
We were on 12UA. We went up there, and it was double elimination, and we lost our first game like 6-0. Then we lost like 4-0. Everybody else was just a bit ahead of us.
Which is fine, but here you are now, your senior year, and obviously your junior year you got to go to state. So I'm assuming the big goal is to get back to state. What is it going to take for this team to get back to state? Because you did lose some players from last year's team that contributed, including a couple girls from Little Falls and Grace Schulte and Katie Orth.
We're going to have to really push past the whole we made it to state last year thing, because Roseau's going to be good this year. North Wright County's pretty good. We've got some tough competitors, and we just need to focus on our game and play the best we can and not stoop to any levels.
Well, you did play both those teams so far, and you were successful against them this past week, 4-2 wins against both of them. I guess what impressed you the most about those two teams that you saw that you're concerned about, because you're going to have to play them again? It looks like you get North Wright County in the opener of the Edina Classic, and then obviously you get Roseau on your home rink coming up, and then eventually maybe get them in the section playoffs.
Well, they've got some of the top scorers, North Wright County does. And then Roseau has a bunch of girls that are going to like Bemidji State, D1. So we always got to keep an eye on those girls as well.
Coming back for your senior year, what are some of the goals that you personally had set for yourself?
Personally, I just wanted to be a leader on the team. I've always had great leaders in hockey. The older girls have always been so good to us, and I just wanted to do that for the younger girls as well.
And, of course, this year, unfortunately, you're the really lone representative on the varsity for Little Falls. Is that kind of sad?
It's sad, yeah, but it's also kind of special. Ella played in Little Falls, too, but, of course, she's from Pierce. But we both go back to Little Falls rink. We share so many memories. And then we get to mess around with the other Little Falls girls that are just coming up that are in 8th grade, too.
Absolutely. I was going to ask you with Ella and that, since she's from Pierce and obviously you're Little Falls, is there any rivalry and all that? Or you guys are so used to each other because you played with each other for many years?
Ella and I always kind of mess with each other. We always give each other crap for stuff. But we never mean it. We are always best friends in the end.
Hopefully she's not talking about like other sports or something, like my team's better than your team or vice versa, because I don't know how well it would work for the Flyers, would it now?
No, football especially. Our football team versus Pierce, it doesn't really compare.
Yeah, it'd be a struggle, I think. One thing I like to do when I have interviews with you for the first time is kind of get to know you a little bit more outside of the rink. So let me ask some questions for you. First of all, we'll talk about hockey. Do you have a favorite hockey team that you like to follow at all?
Yeah, I like the Minnesota Wild.
All right, Minnesota Wild. And do you have a hockey idol or player that you like maybe to follow?
Yeah, I like Eric Stahl.
Eric Stahl, okay. What do you like about him?
I don't know. I just like the way he plays, the way he carries himself. He doesn't get into a whole lot of trouble at all.
That was a nice pickup for the Wild a couple of years ago, and to keep him around and having the 40 goals that he did last year, which was phenomenal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like watching him a lot, especially.
Do you like to watch a lot of hockey besides play hockey?
Yeah, I've spent most of this week going over our film, actually. Each class I can, I've been watching our games.
Don't tell your teachers that now.
Yeah, they probably wouldn't be too happy.
How about, other than hockey, is there other sports that you like to watch or that?
I don't really keep up with soccer, but I do really like watching it, and I like watching baseball as well.
Okay. Do you have a favorite team in those at all or not?
Not really for soccer. I'll just watch whoever, mostly like Minnesota United, or for baseball, I'll watch the Twins.
Okay, so pretty much a Minnesota at heart fan, are you?
Yeah, I like to keep it local.
Okay, that's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. All right, how about foods? We got to ask, what kind of foods do you like to eat? So do you have a favorite food?
I like anything spicy or lasagna. I like pastas a lot.
Is there any, let's see, what's the word I'm looking for? Like a secret recipe or a home recipe or, a family tradition that you guys do for food at all or anything?
I don't know. My mom makes some pretty killer cookies.
Ah.
Yeah, I like her cookies a lot.
Cookies. Yeah, we like cookies too. Yeah. You can always bring that down to our house anytime whatsoever. How about music? Do you get into music much? Do you like music?
I like everything when it comes to music. I like country. I like the new music. I don't know what that's called. Rap, hip-hop. I like all of it.
So you don't have really a favorite artist then?
Well, I like Post Malone.
Okay.
Yeah.
There you go. So, yeah. Is that what do the girls like listening to, I guess? And do you guys listen to music in the locker room before the games or not? Or what, I guess, who's in control of that? And then what do you guys listen to?
Well, we're not allowed to bring our phones into the arena, so the goalies typically will play their music. And I don't really know all of the songs that they play, but it's a lot of rap, a lot of pump-up songs.
A lot of rap, which is cool. That's okay. Hey, are you a gal that likes to get up early or stay up late?
I can do both. I can get up early, no problem, or I could stay up late, no problem.
How about movies? Do you watch movies at all? And if you do, which is one of your favorite movies to watch?
One of my favorite movies is probably Unbroken, the war movie. Yeah, I like that movie a lot.
Very cool, very cool. And nicknames. I got to ask for nicknames. Do you have a nickname that the girls call you? And I always have to use this for the boys, too. We got to make sure that it's airable on the airwaves here, so...
Well, they call me Mar or Mary or Mare. Like, when they call me Mary or Mare, they're just messing with me because that's what people call me when they don't know how to say my name.
I was going to say, is it tough? Is it some people have a hard time with your name?
Oh, yeah. People can't ever say my name. They never remember it either. So
you got that many years from being a little kid all the way to today?
Yeah, it doesn't really bother me anymore, though.
Yeah. Kind of shake things off as you get older. You just like, whatever. All right, the hardest question I got to ask is, you're a senior at Little Falls. You're going to be graduating here in May. Does Mari Walensky know what she wants to do once she graduates from Little Falls High School?
Yeah, I'm planning to go to the College of St. Scholastica and then possibly become a physical therapist there. And then I might play hockey. Haven't really decided that yet.
Very cool. And on the physical therapy side of things, have you done any shadowing of anybody yet at all?
Yeah, I shadowed at Advanced Physical Therapy here in Little Falls with Mike Arneson.
Absolutely.
It was really fun. I liked it a lot.
Yeah, and Mike is a proud sponsor of Little Falls Sports, too, right here on our radio station, so that's awesome. Hey, great talking to you. I wish you the best of luck the rest of the season, and let's go back to state once again because that was a lot of fun.
I am down for that plan. This sounds good.
Thanks so much. Good luck tonight.
Thank you.
Once again, that's the gal that wears number 15. She patrols the blue line. She's from Little Falls. That is Mari Walensky. And yeah, she's the only one on the varsity from Little Falls. And once again, a lot of fun getting a chance to talk with her. And I tell you what, we will have another interview coming up in intermission number 2. We'll get a chance to talk with a senior from Brainerd, that being Abby Polkamp. That coming up in our second intermission. We'll take a quick break. We'll come back. We got much more. Period number 2 coming up after this break here on fallsradio.com and Q92.
After an accident.
All right, hockey fans, welcome back once again here to the Exchange Arena. Just about ready for the second period. Only one goal to tell you about. That just a couple minutes into period number 1. Abby Polkamp, an unassisted goal, her 9th of the season. And that is all the scoring we have. The Cardinals did have 2 penalties in the first period. We're able to kill off both of those penalties. The puck is down. The second period is underway. as the netminders have switched ends. And the play down right now in the Cardinal zone to my left. Out to center ice it comes, picked up there by Larson. Taylor Larson gets it back into the Cardinal zone. Here's a pickup now by Abby Polkamp. Shot and net, she scores! And Abby Polkamp, back-to-back goals. This one coming just 33 seconds into the second period. And it is now 2-0. And that'll be, I believe, just an unassisted goal once again, as Polkamp will get credit for it. Her 10th of the season, her 47th career goal. She is now just 4 points shy of the 100-point club.
20, Abby Polkamp, unassisted. Time of the goal, 33.
So an unassisted goal for Polkamp. That's how it read in the first period. It's a 2-0 lead. Here comes Gabby Smith with a head of steam. Had the puck taken away at the last second there by Castle. She'll play it to the line, but not out. Held in at the right point that time there for the Warriors, and Smith played around the boards now and out to center ice here. Smith will have to pick it up. This is Emma Smith to Emma Booth. Back to Emma Smith. And too hard there for Gabby Smith. And an icing call coming up here on the Warriors with 15:51 to go in the second. 2-1 is their score. Boys hockey tonight. These two teams are playing up in Brainerd. No score to report as of yet. Hopefully we'll get a score update of that coming up here in a little bit. But Alexandria and Brainerd doing battle in the CLC tonight, also on the boys' side of things. One boys hockey score we do have. After one period of play, it is St. Cloud leading Fergus Falls 2-1. That came down in St. Cloud tonight. Don't forget the Flyers in action tomorrow night, as they will take on Cambridge Ice Santee, the Blue Jackets. That is a 7:15 game. Coverage will be on Flyer Media Productions beginning at 7 o'clock. As I'll be here along with a guest, as Jamie Pettit won't be joining me. It'll be actually Andrew Murad. We'll get a chance to talk with the freshman from Bethel, as he's playing as a walk-on. In the corner now, Cardinals trying to play it out to the left point. It gets through everyone, and back out to center ice it comes. Picked up here by Ellingson. She'll dump it across the line, and then it's dumped all the way back down. Another icing call coming up here against the Warriors. With 14:57 to go in the second and a 2-0 lead. Brainerd Little Falls, both goals scored by Abby Polkamp, her 9th and 10th of the season. Good crowd here tonight at the Exchange Arena. This will be one of two meetings here for the Warriors, at least at the Exchange Arena. The second time they will take on the Icebreakers of St. Cloud, and that'll be on Tuesday, January 8th. That game also will be on Flyer Media Productions. And rumor has it, and I'm sure that rumor probably will be confirmed by Mark Deal back in the truck, that Tim Biorgi and his son Austin are going to be doing the game. That's what I've been told. Whether or not that's true or not, I guess we'll find out. But they will be here during that game, because Jamie and myself will be down in Richmond, as the boys will play that night against River Lakes, and that'll be a radio game on Q92. In fact, that'll actually be our next radio broadcast, and it'll actually be the first one in 2019. This is our final radio broadcast of 2018, at least when it comes to hockey. And it's girls hockey tonight here on Q92, which is WYRQ Little Falls. Also streaming online at fallsradio.com, and we're on Flyer Media Productions as you're watching on Channel 181 and YouTube. Good chance there for Gabby Smith. Had the puck taken away at the last second before she could get a shot off. Played back out to center ice, and Doherty will dump it all the way down. Who's going to pick it up first? And in the corner this time, it'll be the Cardinals and Trosvig with it. She's bumped off the puck, comes out of the corner now with it. Here's a shot on net. Save made there by Olivia King. And that's her third save of the game. Looking at the numbers quickly in period number one, Olivia King had 2 shots, 2 saves. On the other side, Haley Bailey saw 11 shots and had 10 saves. 13:30 to go here in the second. Brainerd Little Falls leading by a score of 2-0. Here's Lindsay Booth. She's had the hot hand as of late in scoring. In fact, in her last 5 games, however, down for 14 points. And she leads the team in scoring right now with 21 9 goals and 12 assists. And she's now tied with Gabby Smith with 9 goals, and now Abby Polkamp has actually got 10 goals now on the season, so she leads the team now in goals at 10 after their 2 tonight. Number 8, number 9, and 10. Back to the point. This is Larson with it. Shot tipped there. That one just wide by Polkamp. As Abby looking for the pure hat trick. Here's Lindsay Booth. Booth in behind the net. Tries to give it off here to Polkamp. Now over to Josie Kramer. Kramer back to Larson. Larson pitching in. Shot on net. Bailey makes the glove save. And will hold on as the Cardinals once again will have a faceoff down in their zone with 12:34 to go here in the second period. Shots are 13-3 in favor of the Warriors, and they lead on the scoreboard 2-0. Peterson in the circle there was Shercliffe. Shercliffe can't win the draw. Warriors able to keep it in. This is Neiman with it. Neiman with a wrist shot on it. Bailey makes the save and will hold on once again. Another faceoff coming up in the left circle to the right of the netminder, Haley Bailey. Right back in action tomorrow night are the Brainerd Little Falls Warriors. They will be at the Essentia Health Sports Center in Brainerd. They will take on Bemidji. That is a 5:30 game. And that will be tomorrow night. It's the next game, and that'll actually be the last game until they go to the holiday tournament down in Edina, the Edina Classic, where they will open up against North Wright County. That'll be a 2:15 game at Brainerd Arena. And that'll be on Wednesday, December 26th, the day after Christmas. And then they'll have 2 additional games down there. It just depends on if they win or lose and the teams that they're playing. Out to center ice. Here comes Hebert coming across the blue line. Hebert goes into the corner. Tried to get it to Smith. Hebert had to take it away there on the half wall now. Gabby Smith comes right back over in the right corner. Takes it away. Gabby Smith walks out. Now backhand attempt by Smith. Bailey makes the save. And will hold on to their faceoff coming up down in the Cardinals zone. For the Alexandria Cardinals, after their game today, they are on the break until they also go down to the Edina tournament. They will take on the home team Edina Hornets. That'll be on Wednesday, December 26th. That is a 7:15 game at Brainerd Arena. So both these two teams possibly could see each other down in the tournament. They are in 2 different brackets. Cheyenne Hebert got her stick actually caught where the Zamboni door is open, and it's just stuck in there right now as the official comes over to pull it out. She went to the bench for a different stick. I don't know if that stick's broke or I think the stick's not broke, but it wasn't coming out as the one official does come over to dig it out of there. Here's a chance now for the Warriors once again. That was Polkamp down low. Now it's Emma Booth getting over to Emma Smith, and they'll play it into the corner. Lindsay Booth tries to get there, but unable to do so. Intercepted and played out to center ice there by Heckert for the Cardinals. Moved ahead on the left wing side. That was blocked with it. Had it quickly taken away there by Emma Smith for the Warriors back in their own end. Emma Smith now going to play it around the boards. Out to center ice it comes, picked up here on the tape this time of Abby Polkamp. Polkamp goes into the corner. Polkamp still with it in the corner there on the left wing side to the left circle. Slide it out to Josie Kramer. It was on her backhand briefly, and back to center ice now. Come the Cardinals and Doherty. Doherty gets a pass back. Doherty centers it, and that one just off the pad there of Olivia King. Doherty got a good pass back from Ellingson and a potential 2-on-1 there. 10 minutes ago here in the second. And a 2-0 lead for the Warriors of Brainerd Little Falls. Played behind the net now. This is Nyberg with it. Has the puck taken away there. Now Olberg will play it out to center ice for the Cardinals. Going back to pick up the loose puck. This is Larson. Larson avoids Trosvig there. Gets some help there from Lucy Peterson, who gets it up to Wisco. Wisco plays it out to center. Across the Cardinal line. Intercepted briefly there by Shaylee Stroud. Now Wisco in the corner with it. Wisco along the board. She's tripped up on the end wall. Play continues on down to the Cardinal end with 9:20 to go here in the second and a 2-0 lead for Brainerd Little Falls. Low shot taken there by Neiman. That hit traffic in front. Karam's in the corner. Pitching in from the left point is Emma Booth. Booth has it behind the net, plays it out in the slot there as Gabby Smith nearly got a shot off, and it's played back out to center ice. Picked up here once again here by the Warriors at center ice. That was Abear. Dumped back into the Warrior end. Picked right back up once again here by Emma Booth and out to center ice. This is Gabby Smith now with it. She'll dump it in. They'll go off on a change. Cardinals play it around the boards, and just getting off in time was Gabby Smith. Otherwise, they might have had too many players on the ice as that puck comes dangerously close to hitting her as she was coming off. 8:30 to go here in the second, a 2-0 lead. There's a 3-on-2 developing for the Cardinals coming across the line. That's blocked, and she had her shot literally blocked as it comes back out to center ice. Cross ice pass. Here's Polkamp. Polkamp shot on net. Bailey with the save there. Steers that into the corner. Polkamp gets it back now on the tape there of Josie Kramer. Kramer now to Booth. Lindsey Booth trying to get it back to Josie Kramer. Puck was intercepted there by a Cardinal. And that Cardinal now picks up the loose puck. Can't clear it out of the zone. Here's Polkamp. Goes to her forehand as that hit a stick and ricochets into the corner. Lindsey Booth gets there first. Tries to play it a little deeper. Josie Kramer comes over to help out. Now Lindsey Booth in the right circle. Tried to slide it back over to Josie Kramer in the slot, but it's intercepted by the Cardinals and finally flipped out to center ice and dumped all the way down. And this is going to be icing coming up here on the Alexandria Cardinals with 7:41 to go here in the second period and a 2-0 lead for Brainerd Little Falls. Both goals scored so far in the game by Abby Polkamp. And we have a penalty coming up here. And it'll be the first time that the Cardinals will go on the power play, as the penalty is going to go against Josie Kramer, 2 minutes for tripping. Cardinals are 11.1% on the power play. They're 4 of 36. They have given up 4 shorthanded goals. The Warriors are 82.2% on the penalty kill, 37 of 45, and they've scored 3 shorthanded goals. Cardinals' first power play of the night. They'll get it back to the right point. Doherty, one-timer shot there by Ellingson. That missed in the corner now. It's played here by Heckert. Heckert sent it out, but right on the tape of Gabby Smith. She'll play it high off the glass, and it comes out of the zone, as it was touched there then by Ellingson offside. 7:08 to go here in the second. 2-0 is our score. And Brainerd Little Falls leads on the goals number 9 and 10 scored by Abby Polkamp. Puck dumped in here by Ella Kalushi. Plays it all the way down in the Cardinal zone. Wiskow gets there first. Olivia tries to play it back to the point. Cardinals on the power play here for another minute 15. They'll set it up now as they pass out on the left wing side. Get it out to center. Intercepted by Wiskow. She'll dump it right back in once again. Picking up the loose puck, and this will be off the stick of the Warrior, Kalushi, and over the glass. And I believe the faceoff will come outside the zone. 58 seconds left. Well, it should come outside the zone. Originally, it looks like they were going to face it off in the circle. Now they bring it back out, as it was last touched by Kalushi in the offensive zone. Face-off won by the Warriors. They dump it in. Intercepted here now, as it was briefly touched there for the Cardinals. And they're still on the power play for 45 seconds, but they really haven't got much set up on this power play. 6:20 to go here in the second, and a 2-0 lead for Brainerd Little Falls, and an offside call coming up here on the Cardinals. Cardinals coached by Molly Arola. Of course, the Cardinals were state champs a few years ago. If you remember that, they actually had a Little Falls native on there too, and that being Michelle Inez. Puck picked up here by the Cardinals. They'll bring it across the line. Quick shot, saved by King, and then she has to dive out and cover up and make the save as Mason Toft, the junior defenseman, came in and had a nice little wrist shot that kind of handcuffed King for a short time. Face-off coming up once again, this time in the Warrior end. Shots are 17-4 in favor of the Warriors. 2 shots this period for the Cardinals. 1 on the power play. Shot comes in low, hit traffic in front. Rebound, another shot hit traffic in front as Toff tried to get that through, unable to do so on the first 2 attempts. Toff tries to play it back to the line now. It comes back out to center ice, picked up by Ellingson. Got it briefly over to Doherty. Brings it across the line. Intercepted here, however, by Emma Smith. Played out to center. Penalty time is expired as Kramer goes to the box, and we're back to 5-on-5. 5:30 to go here in the second. And Brainerd Little Falls leading 2-0, and it'll be brought in offside by Ella Kalushi as 2 of her teammates were caught in on the play. As I mentioned, this will be our last hockey broadcast, at least of 2018, on Q92. Our next girls hockey broadcast on Q92 will be coming up on January 18th up in Brainerd when Brainerd Little Falls takes on the Roseau Rams. That'll be a rematch of a game that was played last week in the 4-2 win by Brainerd Little Falls. Of course, a rematch of the last 2 section championship games, too. Of course, Roseau won it 2 years ago, and last year the Warriors were able to come up with the overtime victory and advance on to state for the first time in school history. And speaking of that, we're going to get a chance to talk with a Brainerd native. Coming up in intermission number 2, we'll talk with Abby Polkamp. Of course, Abby's got a couple of brothers that used to play Brainerd hockey. We'll talk about that, see where they're at, and kind of catch up with her a little bit. That coming up in our second intermission. Speaking of her, she's looking for the hat trick. Quick shot there, save made once again on the stick of Bailey. Abby Polkamp, both goals so far unassisted. Played out to center ice. Racing after the puck, it's rolling on end. As it's Micah Summer trying to come after it. She kind of whiffed on it. Warriors play it to the line and back out to center ice it comes. Josie Kramer now passes it over to Lindsay Booth in the slot. Goes off her tape. Booth has it on the half wall now on the right wing side. Kramer trying to get it back to Booth. Intercepted. Back the other way now comes McKenna Ellingson. Ellingson comes across the blue line. Ellingson now goes into the corner, and the puck taken away there briefly by Larson. Ellingson gets it back, centers it out, but it's intercepted here by Emma Booth. Emma Booth now out to center. Booth comes across the right wing side. Down to the corner she goes with it. Ridden off the play there that time by Olivia Kopp. Kopp will play it up there to Block. Block tries to clear it out, intercepted by the Cardinals. Now Gabby Smith in on the play. Smith in the corner. Block tries to take it away from her, goes behind the net. Gabby Smith doing a great job of forechecking there on Alexis Heckert. And now picked up by Gabby Smith. Centered it out to the point. Quick shot taken there by Mari Walensky, and that one just fired wide. 3:10 to go here in the second. 2-0 is our score. Brainerd Little Falls leading Alexandria in girls hockey tonight. Flipped up to center ice. Controlled here now by Walensky. Walensky dumps it in. Intercepted by Kopp. Kopp can't clear it out of the zone. Second attempt is successful. On the left wing side, this is Block with it. Getting some help there now. That's Oberg. She'll dump it into the Warrior end. Warriors quickly pick it up. 2:46 to go. Intercepted there by Ellingson at the blue line. And then intercepted here by Emma Smith, who plays it back out to center ice. Back into the Cardinal zone it comes. Ari plays it to the line, not out of the zone as of yet. Now picked up by Wiskow for a brief second there. And then Oberg has it. Oberg lost it. Played in deeper here by the Warriors down to the Cardinal zone. Behind the net now, this is Nyberg with it. Nyberg for the Cardinals. Leaves it off there for Trosvig. Trosvig plays it around the boards. Ari tries to get there first. Neiman had it for a short time, and it pokes back out to center ice. Picked up here now by the Warriors. That was briefly touched there by Stroot and cleared the length of the ice. And another icing call coming up here, this time against the Cardinals with 1:55 to go here in the second, and a 2-0 lead for Brainerd Little Falls. Faceoff comes up down in the right circle to the left of the netminder Haley Bailey, who's seen 18 shots so far in this game and has 16 saves. Warriors win the draw. This is Abby Polkamp. She'll play it back to the point. Marnie Walensky, low shot, just getting the pad out was Bailey. Save is made. And out to center ice it comes. Moved ahead now. This is Shercliffe, comes across the line. Onside, they say. Hansen now has it behind the net of Olivia King on the end wall. Hansen now skates up. Backhand attempt. That one right through the crease and wide. Held in at the left point now here by the Cardinals. Tipped in front there that time by Shercliffe into the corner. Picking up the loose puck now behind the net once again. This, I believe, was Hansen. Hansen gives it off to Kopp, back to Hansen. Rink wide over now to Castle. Castle will play it a little bit deeper to Ellingson. Ellingson tied up there in the corner by one of the Warriors. And Lindsey Booth will skate it out to center ice with a minute to go here in the second. Here comes Booth across the blue line. Left wing side. Goes behind the netminder. Bailey down in the Alexandria end. Kalushi gets there first on the end wall. Kalushi rubbed out of the play there by Kopp. And the puck is picked up here by the Cardinals with 40 seconds left. Now, Gabby Smith once again getting in there, trying to take the play away there from Block. Block now spun around in the corner that time by Smith. Some sticks go up high in the back of the neck of Smith. There, that stick that time was of Castle. Play continues on. 20 seconds to go here in the second, and a 2-0 lead for Brainerd Little Falls. Dumped in here now this time by Block. Played all the way down, and back the other way come the Warriors with just 10 seconds left. Taylor Larson will dump it in deep for the Warriors. Played around the boards. First to be picked up there by Doherty. She's going to just walk it right back, and the horn's going to sound. And the second period is going to come to an end. Well, kind of deja vu, just like the first period. Only one goal scored, and it was scored by Abby Polkamp, as she scores it early on in the second period. And after 2 periods of play, our score is Brainerd Little Falls 2 and the Alexandria Cardinals 0. We'll take a break. We'll come back. We'll talk with Abby Polkamp. You're listening to Warrior Hockey, girls hockey, right here on Q92 and FallsRadio.com.
Supply, True Value in Little Falls is a proud supporter.
And also on Flyer Media Productions, Channel 181 and YouTube. We'll take a short break, and then we'll come back and we'll have that interview with Abby Polkamp coming up after this short time out here on Flyer Media Productions. Welcome back to intermission number 2. We continue on with our player profiles. We continue on with the senior class, and we're going to go to Brainerd now, and we're going to talk with a gal that wears number 20. She's on that forward line, and we're talking about Abby Polkamp. And Abby, this is the first time you and I have had a chance to talk, and I guess I want to ask the question I always do is, why did you get into hockey? Who got you into hockey? And I might have some inkling why this is, but you tell us why it is.
Well, my brothers were the ones who started playing hockey when they were younger, and then all of us younger siblings just kind of followed along with them and just continue playing, I guess.
And that's I kind of figured it was your brothers because I remember them as they're obviously older than you. Who are your brothers so that the listeners know, and then we'll talk about that after that.
All right, so there's Matt Polkamp, who is playing in South Carolina right now, and then there is Chris, who is playing in Ohio. And
they're busy, aren't they?
Yes, yeah, they are.
Do you get a chance to see them at all, or normally just during the holidays?
Normally just during the holidays, and then during spring break, we'll probably go and see them.
So what was it like growing up in a household with a couple hockey players like that, and then you being, I guess, the little sister at that time?
I mean, it was always really nice because you got someone to look up to and someone to help you along with just what you needed to get better at and everything. And then having, like, my younger brother, he always pushed me because I wanted to be better than him. But now he's older and he's getting better than me.
Uh-oh. It's always that sibling rivalry, isn't there? But it's a healthy thing, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Absolutely. Hey, obviously last year this team made it to the state tournament for the first time ever in school history, and for that matter, first time ever for a Brainerd hockey team to go to state. What is that? When I say that, what does that mean to you?
I mean, it just brings back all the memories and, like, happy thoughts, and just knowing that I could be part of the first time going there will always be amazing, and just in the back of my mind, I guess.
I'm curious, what did your brothers think of that when you guys actually went to state for the first time, since they always tried to get there but never could?
They just said how amazing it was that one of us could at least go to state, and I just remember getting 2 like big paragraphs from them after the game saying how we did like such a good job and everything.
Well, of course, that was last year, and this is this year, and you're a senior, so you'd love to go out on top and get a chance to go back. What were some of the goals that you had set for yourself this year coming in?
I mean, well, obviously it would be to go to the state tournament again, and then I guess just making sure to kind of keep the team like positive and like just kind of be like a leader this year.
What is it like, I guess, you know, obviously having the co-op with Little Falls and then also having Ella from Piers and that, you know, and there's not a lot of girls from the Morrison County area, but what is that like? And you've seen it over the years as there has been some girls, that chemistry between you two, because, you know, back in the day, it was a rivalry, and now you guys have come together.
It's really nice because then, like, when we did make the state tournament, we got to go to each town, and each town had like their own thing. So like Piers, we just went through like a little parade, and like it was just one person on our teams from there. And then Little Falls, is nice to like see all those people who all like come together and support one hockey team.
There's people listening right now hearing the name Polkamp are going, ooh, I wonder if I know that name. And yes, you do know that name. Abby actually is the niece of Leo Polkamp, who just retired. And have you had a chance to talk with Leo at all since he has retired? And I guess what is your, of course, Leo being the head football coach for the Piers Pioneers, what do you think about him retiring?
I mean, I haven't talked to him since then, but I don't really know. He just... I mean, I'm sure he's just happy with how far he's gone with the team and just decided, you know, it's time to let go.
And sometimes, you know, like, you know, talking with Leo, too, you know, his health and stuff has been something, too, so I think that was something that is a reason why. So, but, you know, it's great to see, though, that he's got a niece that's playing hockey, and I know he comes out and supports you every once in a while, too, because I have seen him at the rink.
Yeah, it's nice to see them when they all come, because normally it's more than just Leo if they do come to the games, and it's just nice to like look up in the stands and see all those people there.
Absolutely. All right, to get to know you a little bit better, let's ask you some questions here other than hockey. First of all, do you have a favorite hockey team that you like to follow?
Mainly it's just my brothers, because that's enough hockey there just to watch.
Okay. Enough is enough. How about, do you have a hockey idol then that you look up to at all?
Not really. Okay. I mean, because I've always just, looked up to my brothers, I guess. I don't know.
There you go.
It's always them.
So it'd be them then. There's nothing wrong with that. How about other than hockey? Are there other sports that you enjoy playing in that?
Yeah, I actually play soccer and then golf.
Oh, golfer, huh?
Yeah.
All right, we got to talk golf a little bit. How's the golf game?
I mean, I think it's like average. I don't know. I've played on varsity since 8th grade, so it's fun.
What is your home course, I guess, up in Brainerd?
Madden's, but then we normally don't practice there. We kind of rotate between the classic and that course. And
Do you have a favorite course you like to play?
not really. It's
As long as the sun's shining, that's all that matters.
yeah, that's true.
Absolutely. How about foods? What kind of foods do you like to eat?
Mac and cheese.
Mac and cheese. All right. Now, is it just out of the box or is it homemade mac and cheese?
Homemade.
Okay. All right. Is there a special recipe that you have for that?
Not really.
Not really. All right. No special recipe. I'm trying to get some secrets out if I can get them, but I guess we can on that. How about music? Do you like music at all? And if you do, what kind of music do you listen to, and who's maybe your favorite music artist?
It would probably be mainly just pop, and then really anything. There's not one main artist that I like to listen to.
Okay. What do the girls like listening to normally on the team?
I mean, it's very like different. Like some like the rap, some like country, and then pop also. But we try to do like a mixture when we're listening in the locker room.
Nobody likes rock, do they?
There's actually a few songs in there.
That's okay. I like rock, so anyway. But how about let's talk about get up early, stay up late. What do you prefer?
Probably stay up late.
Stay up late, okay. Watch movies at all? If you do, what's your favorite movie?
Yeah, I do watch movies, but I don't think there really is a favorite one. I mean,
Just depends on what mood you're in.
yeah, kind of that.
I hear you. All right, nicknames. I got to ask you. Is there a nickname the team has given you?
My mom calls me Abs, but that's about it.
And obviously, it's your senior year, and probably the toughest question I'm going to ask you right now, and you might have the answer that quickly. Obviously, you're going to graduate here coming up in May. What does the future hold for Abby Polkamp? What do you want to do after high school?
I have no idea. I'll probably attend college and then maybe play hockey somewhere. We'll see how it goes.
Okay. Any inkling on any kind of jobs that you'd like to do in the future or not?
No, I'm just going to figure it out when I get there.
Just figure it out when you get there. And there's nothing wrong with that, too. Hey, a lot of fun getting to know you. I wish you the best of luck on the ice tonight, and let's get back to the state tournament. Sound good?
Sounds good. Thank you.
Once again, that is the girl that wears number 20. That is Abby Polkamp. And that's the girl that scored both goals so far.
Pocketbook this
right, hockey fans, welcome back once again to the Exchange Arena. Girls hockey tonight here on Q92, also on fallsradio.com, Flyer Media Productions, Channel 181, and YouTube. James Hershey here in Little Falls. 2 periods complete. Brainerd Little Falls leading 2-0 over the Alexandria Cardinals. Scoring in the first period, Abby Polkamp, 2:30 in, unassisted. Her 9th of the season. Abby scored again just 33 seconds into the second period. Her 10th of the season to make it 2-0, both unassisted goals. Shots in that second period, 8 for Brainerd Little Falls, 3 for Alexandria in the game, 19 for the Warriors, just 5 for the Cardinals. There have been 3 penalties so far, 2 against the Cardinals back in the first, and 1 penalty against Brainerd Little Falls in the second. So after 2 periods of play, our score once again, 2-0 in favor of Brainerd Little Falls over Alexandria. All right, the puck is down. We are underway with the third period. One score update I was going to give you. Brainerd and Alexandria in boys hockey after 1 period of play. They are tied at 1-1. That up in Brainerd. Play at center ice here, picked up by the Cardinals. Coming across the line is Ellingson. Her pass just a little bit too hot to handle there to block. And it's picked up here by the Warriors back in their own end. 30 seconds into this one. Here's Abby Polkamp with the backhand attempt. She'll dump it in. Going back to pick up the loose puck this time is Allie Castle. Castle plays it to the line, can't get it out of the zone. Now she gets some help, pinning it out to center ice here by Trosvik. Trosvik now over to Doherty. Doherty comes across the Warrior line, puts on the brakes, passes it back off to Olberg. Olberg goes into the corner. Olberg for the Cardinals has it. Plays it behind the net there to Trosvik. Trosvik center to pass out. It goes off the side of the net, comes back to the point. Shot taken there. That one getting a piece of it there was the netminder King off the stick of Castle. Played off the back once again of the net there by Olberg. And the Warriors will tip it out to center ice. 15:48 to go here in the third, and a 2-0 lead for Brainerd Little Falls. Cardinals pick up the loose puck back in their own end. They'll pass it on the right wing side. It'll be fired in on the netminder King, who has to make the save, and he'll put it into the corner. First to be touched there that time, that's Shercliffe for the Cardinals. So far in the opening minute and change, they've had some good offensive pressure going on here, as they've already had 2 shots in this period. They only had 5 in the first 2. Out to center ice it comes. Dump back in once again. Knocked down here by Neiman. Neiman for the Warriors. Skates it up, but has it poke checked away from her there by Shercliffe. Shercliffe will dump it in. She'll go off on a change. Loose puck picked up by Wisco. Wisco gets it up now as it's played there by Strout. Out to center ice it comes. And Lindsey Booth now has it as she came right off the bench. Booth overskates it at center ice, has to regroup, get some help there from Abby Polkamp. Polkamp comes across the Cardinal line. Quick shot there. Bailey sticks that one off and into the safety netting, and we get a whistle and a stoppage of play. With 14:43 to go here in the third, and a 2-0 lead for the Warriors of Brainerd Little Falls. Faceoff's going to come down in the Cardinal zone. In the left circle to the right of the netminder, Haley Bailey, who's faced 20 shots so far and has 18 saves. In the corner now, Lindsey Booth trying to dig it out of there with Polkamp. Cardinals will play it out to center ice. Pass up on the tape here of Hannah Block. She's the 9th grader. She'll go into the corner there, taken out by the senior Walensky. Walensky now has the puck, plays it over to Emma Booth. Emma Booth in her own end, gets some help from Polkamp. They'll skate it out to center ice. Polkamp now over to Lindsey Booth. Lindsey Booth left wing side, trying to center a pass. It's now on the tape here of Abby Polkamp. Polkamp now got it down to Kramer. Josie Kramer on the end wall, down to the Cardinal zone. Lost the puck there. Played to the line, but not out of the zone as of yet. Picked up here by Doherty. Doherty struggles with it and is taken away by Gabby Smith. Smith now in the slot area. Turns around to the high slot, trying to take a shot. Her shot was deflected, and it comes back out to center by the Cardinals and back down to the Warrior zone. It'll be Emma Smith picking up the loose puck. 13:40 to go here in the third, and a 2-0 lead for Brainerd Little Falls. Played up and out of play as it goes up into the crowd. With 13:30 to go. Faceoff going to come down in the Warrior zone here. 2-0 is our score. These two teams possibly could play each other one more time. That would be down in the Edina Classic coming up just after Christmas. They are in opposite brackets, but I suppose the only way they would play is if they would end up either in a championship 3rd place, 5th place, or 7th place game. So most likely they probably won't, but you just never know. As Alexandria will be taking on Edina, and the Brainerd Little Falls Warriors will be playing North Wright County, which they just played on Tuesday. Icing coming up here on the Warriors. And we'll have it back down once again in the Warrior zone. However, the Brainerd Little Falls Warriors still have a game tomorrow night. It's a section game, as they will take on the Bemidji Lumberjacks. And that will be at Essentia Health Sports Center, a 5:30 start for that. So far, they are undefeated in section play. Of course, there's plenty of games coming up in January. And Nana knocked off the Magnets there as one of the Alexandria players falls into it. As I mentioned, after the tournament, then on January 4th, they're going to travel to Grand Rapids for a game there. Then they'll be back here at the Exchange Arena on January 8th, as we had talked about. And that's when you'll have the Bjorgis, Tim and Austin Bjorgi with the play-by-play call. That has been confirmed. Mark did tell me that. Then after that, the girls travel to Thief River Falls, come back then and play a Thursday-Friday tilt with Sartell Sauk Rapids, a section game on the 17th, and then the 18th against the Rosa Rams. That'll be our next broadcast on the radio side of things for girls hockey. There's a quick shot save made there by King. And the net is off the Magnet once again, as I believe Olivia King this time pushed off on it. And the faceoff going to stay down in the Warrior zone. And after that Roseau game, they just have 5 games remaining after that. They'll have 5 more in January. They'll have Fergus Falls on the road, Eden Prairie at home, which will be another radio game. Buffalo the next night, at Wilmer, and then at Moorhead. And then the playoffs will get underway on the 9th of February. So a lot of games in January for this girls team. They'll have 10 games in January getting ready for the playoffs. There's a chance down low as Abear tried to find Kalushi, and Ella just missed that one wide. Now Gabby Smith with it. Trying to keep it in was Emma Smith. Poked ahead in the corner now. Gabby Smith has it in that corner. Tried to play it down to Abear. Abear on the end wall. Puck taken away from her there by Nyberg. And the Cardinals will get it out to center ice. Touch there by Doherty. Intercepted here. Now here comes Taylor Larson. Gives it off to Stroop. Comes across the line was Larson. Played back out by the Cardinals. Down to 11:30 to go here in the second. Still a 2-0 lead for Brainerd Little Falls. Puck picked up here now by the Cardinals. Dumped in once again here by Hansen. King goes back, leaves it there. There's a collision between a Warrior and a Cardinal behind the net of the Warriors. No penalties out of this. Held in at the left point there by Toff. That one goes wide. Picked up here now and played around by Wiskow. She'll play it up to Stroop and out to center ice it comes. Quickly the Cardinals come across the line. Shercliffe now moving in a backhand attempt towards King. She steers that one into the corner. Cardinals had it briefly behind the net. Now this is Walensky. She'll play it to the line, gets it to Kramer, and out to center ice it comes. Picked back up by Aubrey. She'll dump it in. And it'll be Taylor Larson with it. Larson trying to get it up on the near side here. Now it is finally picked up by Kramer. Out to center and off the tape there. Polkamp picked back up. Shot there by Block. Save is made that time by Olivia King. Olivia's already had 4 saves in this period. As I mentioned when we started here, it was just 5 shots in the first 2 periods by the Cardinals, but they've had 4 so far in this period. And they've actually outshot them right now, 4-2. The Cardinals out shooting the Warriors. But still trailing, 2-0 on the scoreboard. Gabby Smith down low. Save made. Rebound. Smith shoots. Scores. And Gabby Smith on the second attempt puts it in the net for her 10th of the year, tying the team lead with Abby Polkamp, who's had 2 tonight. And it's now 3-0. With 9:59 to go here, and I think it's going to be an unassisted goal, too, for Gabby Smith.
Goal scored by number 10, Gabby Smith. Single assist to number 5, Cheyenne Hebert.
Well, they're going to give Hebert an assist. Here's a backhand attempt now for the Cardinals, and Oberg, that one just wide. So Hebert gets the assist, and it'll be Gabby Smith getting the goal. Gabby's 10th of the season, and for Gabby Smith, that is her 52nd career goal. She now has 122 points in her career. And that point by Cheyenne Hebert now gives her 45 assists to go along with her 54 goals. She has 99 points now and is now just 1 point shy of entering the 100-point club for the senior Cheyenne Hebert. Played out to center ice here by the Cardinals. Intercepted now here. Here comes the Warriors once again. Emma Booth to Hebert. Shot. She went high, and the save made there by the glove of Bailey, and she holds on as Cheyenne Hebert looking for that 100-point in her career right there. She nearly had it. 8:54 to go here in the third. And now a 3-goal lead for Brainerd Little Falls at 3-0. 2 goals scored by Polkamp, and now Gabby Smith gets into the scoring column with her 10th of the season. Here's Hebert on the left half wall. Hebert in the left corner now, gives it off there to Gabby Smith. Smith bumped off the puck there. Hebert tried to pick it up, played out to center ice here by the Cardinals and moved along. Ellingson tries to go around Larson, but it's going to be an icing call here. She couldn't catch up to it before it crosses that goal line extended. 8:33 to go. And a 3-0 lead. Shots are 23-9 in favor of the Warriors. Face-off coming up in the left circle. One here by the Warriors. Larson pinches it in deep. Lindsey Booth now with it in the corner. Had it taken away. Going in there's Abby Polkamp. Polkamp trying to dig it out of there along the wall. She gets to the circle. Backhand attempt, and that one nearly, actually lost there by Bailey. She originally thought she had it, and then she kind of looked behind her, and luckily she didn't knock that in her net. .8:13 to go here. Back to the point once again. Larson after they win the draw. Lindsey Booth with it once again. Booth will play it into the corner for Kramer. The puck is intercepted, however, there by the Cardinals, and they'll play it out to center ice. Here's Taylor Larson. Head of steam across the blue line. Shot that one just wide. Cardinals get it first. Trosvig with it. They'll play to the line, and just out to center ice it comes. Wiskow now has it right below us in the penalty boxes here. This is Strout with it. She'll try to get it back over to Wiskow. Intercepted at the Cardinal blue line. Cardinals turn it back the other way. And another icing call. No, they'll wave off the icing this time. Walensky fans on the first attempt. She'll play it around the boards over to Wiskow on the left wing side. Wiskow has it there. She'll try to play it out to center. Now she'll reverse it back to Walensky. Over to Strout. Strout can't clear it out. Held in at the left point there by Nyberg for the Cardinals. Now Walensky once again with it. Passed it in front. Comes out in the slot. Here's Shercliffe that had it down low. It started to go towards the net. Reminder, King cleared the length of the ice. And icing coming up here on the Warriors. With 7:14 to go in the game. And a 3-0 lead for Brainerd Little Falls. Faceoff will come in the right circle. To the left of the netminder, Olivia King. In the circle to square it off, looks like it'll be Gabby Smith along with Heckert. And Smith wins that draw. Here's Emma Booth playing it to the line, out to center ice. This gets through everyone. Another icing call coming up here against the Warriors with 7:01 to go here in the third. And the 3-0 lead for Brainerd Little Falls. We'll face it off again down to the Warrior end. And this time in the left circle to the right of the netminder, Olivia King. Draw down. This time the Cardinals win it. They'll play it in the slot area. There was a chance down low, Ellingson, and instead of taking a shot, she was looking for a pass, trying to get it down to Heckard. And it's played back out to center ice. Ari will play it up to the line for the Cardinals. Here's Heckert now at center. Passes it over on the left wing side to Block. Block will dump it in. She'll go off on a change. Played behind the Warrior net. Down on the end wall. Cardinals trying to dig it out of there. Gabby Smith in there along with that being Emma Booth. Emma Booth tries to play it out. Knocked right down on the right corner. Reverses it over to the right side. That'll be Neiman trying to get it out to center ice. Now Booth will get it out to neutral ice with some help there from El Kalushi. Kalushi picks up the loose puck, gets it over to Kramer, right in front of the penalty boxes. Down the left wing side, coming across the line is Lindsey Booth, bumped off the puck. Kramer now along the half wall there. Polkamp in there trying to keep it in the zone, and they do. The Warriors dump it in deeper into the Cardinal end. 5:50 to go here in the third, and a 3-0 lead for Brainerd Little Falls. Comes towards Bailey, and she makes the save, and will hold on. And we'll get a whistle and a stoppage of play here with 5:43 to go here in the third. Warriors 7-2-1 on the season. Looking to see if they can still stay perfect in Central Lakes Conference play. Coming in, they were 4-0. There was a chance down low that time, and the save made by Bailey once again. This is Kopp with it now. She'll play it to the line for the Cardinals, but not out. Kramer able to keep it in. There's Larson, and goes off a skate of one of the Cardinals and played back out to center ice. Coming in, Alexandria 3-4 in Central Lakes Conference. Fergus Falls, they're 5-1. But Brainerd Little Falls, the only team undefeated so far in the CLC. There's a shot high on the netminder. King gets caught in the pad. She makes the save, and then she gets up and not happy about Ellingson coming into her crease area. Pushes her out of the way. As we're under 5 minutes to go here. 4:58 to go in the third. Face-off one here by the Cardinals, but quickly controlled by the Warriors and played out to center ice. Ari will play it out to center. Dumped in by the Warriors. Played right back out to center ice once again by the Cardinals. They'll bring it across the Warrior line this time. That's Heckert with it. She'll play it behind the Warrior net. 4:30 to go here in the third. And a 3-0 lead for Brainerd Little Falls on 2 goals scored by Abby Polkamp. One in the first, one in the second. And Gabby Smith here in the third. Here's a chance now for the Cardinals. Playing it a little deeper behind the net. Bumped off the puck that time was Trosvig there by Walensky. And the puck picked up here by Wisco. Wisco comes out to center. She'll dump it in as she got dumped. Play continues on. Sent all the way around the boards. Who's going to get there first? Looks like it'll be the Warriors and Gabby Smith. Smith has it in the left corner. Had it taken away there over by the Cardinals. They'll play it around to the near side. Touch there by Ella Kalushi. Kalushi now to Aber. Aber trying to center it out in front there. Trying to see if they can get the backhand possibly there of Gabby Smith. And it's played back out to center. Dumped right back in once again. Down into the Cardinal zone. Gabby Smith is there first on the end wall, taken out by 2 Cardinals. Now Ella Kalushi picks up the loose puck, centers it out in front. Maybe gone off Bailey. Here's a shot that goes wide of the net there by Emma Smith. Picked up now by Gabby Smith. Gabby Smith has it at the right wall. Lost it for a short time. Pinching in that time was Emma Smith. Got it back to Gabby Smith. Down low to Aber. Trying to pass it out in the slot there to Kalushi. Intercepted by the Cardinals. Now Aber has it once again. Aber plays it off the end wall. And be controlled here by Alexandria, and the Cardinals will skate it out to center ice. This is Trosvig with it. Trosvig gets some help there, then briefly by Hansen. Hansen has to go back and pick it up there for the Cardinals. Has it taken away there by Lindsey Booth down in the Cardinal zone. inside of 3 minutes to go here in this one. And a 3-0 lead for Brainerd Little Falls. Back to the point it comes now. This is Larson. She'll play it down to Lindsay Booth. Booth now over to the high slot. This is Neiman with a shot knocked down in front there by the Cardinals and played back out to center ice. Here's Shercliffe. She'll bring it across the line for the Cardinals. Taken away there quickly by Lindsay Booth. And over to Abby Polkamp, who got hit from behind. Play continues on. Out to center ice it comes. Shercliffe has it, turns it back into the Warrior end. 2:20 to go here in the game. Shots are 26-11 in favor of Brainerd Little Falls, and they lead on the scoreboard 3-0. Josie Kramer comes out of her own end now at center ice. Skates up on the right wing side. Will dump it in deep into the corner. It'll send around the end wall. Touch there by Nyberg. Nyberg passes over on the left wing side this time to Ulrich. Shank can't get it out of the zone. It was knocked down there by Emma Booth. Now this will be a block going behind her own net for the Cardinals. Block taken out of the play there, however, that's Lucy Peterson. And an 8th grader versus a 9th grader there. And it'll be played to the line here by Block and out to center ice for the Cardinals. Moved ahead now. This is Oberg with it. Oberg passes it to a wide open shot. Check that being Ellingson, and she scores. And with 1:29 is able to break the shutout of Olivia King. Nice job there by Marky Oberg to come across the blue line and find the wide open McKenna Ellingson. And Ellingson scores to make it now 3-1. And for Ellingson, that's her 3rd of the season.
Scored by number 24, McKenna Ellingson. Assist to number 10, Marky Oberg, and number 28, Hanley Block.
Hanley Block will pick up the other assist as Marky Oberg has the first, and it is now 3-1. Still 1:13 left, and let's see if they maybe decide to pull the netminder here soon, as Bailey's still in there right now. As we're down to 1:05 to go here in the 3rd period, and a 3-1 lead for Brainerd Little Falls. Puck played out to center ice here by Hebert. Quickly stick down here by the Cardinals. Right in front of the penalty box here. And it'll be played back into the Brainerd end. And we're inside a minute to go in this one. Down to 40 seconds, a 2-goal lead here for Brainerd Little Falls. They'll play it in deep. That was Polkamp. Bailey thought about going after it. Instead, it leaves for the defense. Intercepted there by Lindsay Booth. Gets it now. Here's a quick shot by Emma Booth. And Bailey got a piece of that one. Back to Emma Booth at the left point now. She'll play it on the left circle. That's Josie Kramer bumped off the play. Here's Neiman with a shot, and the pad save made there of the blocker by Bailey. As we're down to the final 15 seconds in this one, Booth will send it towards the net, intercepted by the Cardinals, and they will skate it back out to center ice. Dumped back in by Neiman, down to the final 4 seconds of this one, and Brainerd Little Falls is going to pick up a 3-1 win tonight over the Alexandria Cardinals. Shots on the board, 27-12 in favor of Brainerd Little Falls. And on the scoreboard, they also win by a final score of 3-1. 2 goals scored by Abby Polkamp, 1 goal scored by Gabby Smith. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll have our post-game show and wrap things up here. Once again, girls hockey tonight here on Q92. Your final score, 3-1. Brainerd Little Falls wins. Back after the break on Q92 and fallsradio.com.
When you need your garbage removed, call Bob.
And for Flyer Media Productions, channel 181. Our final score once again, 3-1 in favor of Brainerd Little Falls over Alexandria. With the win, Brainerd Little Falls improves their record to 8-2-1 on the year. With the Cardinals, they drop their record to 5-8 on the year. And up next for the Warriors, they'll be at home tomorrow night taking on Bemidji. And then, of course, they'll have the weekend off for Christmas, and then they'll go down to Edina for the tournament down there for 3 games, and they'll start off with North Wright County. The next time you'll see Brainerd Little Falls Warrior Hockey on Flyer Media Productions will be coming up on January 8th. That'll be the next broadcast as they will take on the Icebreakers of St. Cloud. Once again, special thanks to Mark Deal and the rest of the staff working behind the scenes tonight, doing an excellent job. That's going to wrap it up for us for Flyer Media Productions. Once again, your final score, it was 3-1 in favor of Brainerd Little Falls. For Mark and the rest of the staff, I'm James Hershey saying goodnight from the Exchange Arena.
Serviced by certified pros.